So my dad spoke a little bit to how I became more of an advocate for myself, and that's sort of what I'm going to touch on. So, one of the many things I found I didn't have in my old school was a chance to speak my mind, say in important matters. I wasn't allowed to say what I wanted to because it might offend someone, so I kept my mouth shut. I wasn't allowed to say what I wanted because it didn't relate to the lesson, so I kept my mouth shut. I wasn't allowed to say what I wanted because the class was working, and therefore we weren't allowed to speak a single word, so I kept my mouth shut. You hear a lot about schools beating or trampling on things, like curiosity, self-confidence, for instance. But mainly, school beat on my voice. When I found PLC, I sat back for a while, observed for a bit. And then I started to talk to the community, the other teens. I started to speak up at the weekly meeting, and where we would talk about important issues at PLC. I started to jump in with my thoughts, my ideas, my opinions. And the people, they actually cared. No one told me that I wasn't allowed to speak, or that if I wanted to say something, then I needed to say it after the meeting was over. I had gotten my voice back. I had started to speak again. Not only am I speaking my ideas, I'm cracking jokes. May not be very good ones, but every now and then I get a laugh. I had never been funny before PLC. I'd always been the serious one. And now I learned to loosen up with my speech, go with the flow. And I find that my voice comes back a little more each day. It's phenomenal. School has many rules, ones that aren't useful, ones that have no rhyme or reason. The lack of support and interest in me, my needs, my opinions, wasn't helping the fact that I had no voice. I was inside a box, confined within walls. At PLC, it's not a school. It has no school rules. And what guidelines we do have, they have purpose. Its looser social and educational environment gave me what I needed to follow my opinions, my ideas, my needs. And now I'm staring at my box, the walls that had once trapped me, and I'm staring at them from the outside. And finally, I can hear myself speak. So, thank you, PLC.